Hi folks, it's been a little while since I've done a video. I've actually got a couple that I lost, unfortunately. So note to self, always back up those videos onto a different camera or whatever as opposed to leaving them on your phone, because when your phone crashes, everything goes with it. Anyway, I'm sure they're out there somewhere in Etherland, but anyway. So I've gotten to the point where, as you've seen on the previous video, the walls are painted. I just did a single coat. But I'm getting it to where it's, you know, I can touch up and then I can only second coat the part that's going to be visible. But it's got a couple coats of primer on it and stuff. I've gone with this nice soft teal, white on the end and stuff. But I'm putting the floor in. Woo! And what I've done is, as you can see, this is called rustic oak. I want to use some of the original mahogany that was already installed in the some of the walls and stuff if I can. I'm going to use them as templates if nothing else, but if I can use some of the original walls, that's great, just because they're cool, and I'm trying to save as much of the vintage as I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but anyway. So I went with 100% vinyl locked together floor, which I can't get out of the box. This one is a 4mm. I didn't go, there are thicker, but this one, I'm going to be perfectly honest, the reason I bought this one was I went to Lumber Liquidators just to see what they had, and they didn't have anything I wanted price range wise. I was trying to stay good looking for $1 a square foot, or so, you know, under $2 a square foot, but I knew I wanted to go with 100% vinyl because waterproof. I've got a puppy, as you can see, traipsing around, and I just don't do carpet. It's rugs can be taken outside and washed, and the dirt underneath can be cleaned off, but carpet itself, I've pulled too much carpet out of old homes with enough dirt for you know, to do your own planet. So allergy wise and stuff, don't like it. Anyway, so I wanted to go with the vinyl. What I like about this vinyl is it is textured. It does not have to have an underlayment like you know, one of those barrier doodles and stuff. You would put it under there just if you're doing it on concrete floors and stuff like that for moisture issues, but this is not a problem here. The other thing I really like about it is, although this is all new decking on the floor, the humidity in East Texas is insane. So it has, it's not as hard and level as it was. In the future, I would probably try to do some kind of, almost like a Trek type flooring, decking or whatever, so you never have to worry about it rotting, never have to worry about it changing and stuff like that, but that would be a pricier situation, and that would be also much heavier. So anyway, but what I like about this is it does adjust to the irregularities in the floor. And I'm not even worried too much about the irregularities in the floor, because let's face it, most of the floor is going to be covered with cabinets and bedding and stuff like that. There's not a lot of space, you know, a lot of walking space left. So anyway, so I love these. They clip together super easy peasy. And then you just trim them off. And my favorite part is no saws necessary. The whole thing cuts with an X-Acto knife, right? I love my little Cobalt. Could not go anywhere without my deal. So anyway, it's about 23 square feet per box. This particular model is just under 23 feet long, 7 inside at the, you know, at the floor, and 7 foot 9 inches wide. So it's taken me about 8 boxes of this to do it. I like it because it does have a texture to it. It's not totally smooth, and you know, pretty much all around decent product. And for the amount of life that I need it to have, it says it's, you know, good for 25-30 years. I think that's plenty. If I have if I have Mildred for 25 to 30 years, I'm doing pretty good. Odds are she'll get rehomed and I'll start over and do it again. But anyway, so I just wanted to give you that heads up on that and what I'm doing with the flooring. And as you can see, I've gotten just over halfway. Should have the rest of it in. It only took about 4 hours with trimming out pieces and trying to figure out how to get around these funky edges, because as you know, none of them are flat or straight. So lots of scribing going on. And when you do your flooring, make sure to start at your wall, set your first piece, and then work out, and then just kind of go up and down to fill it all in. And you should do pretty well. I've got a couple little pieces down there on the end that I need to fill in. Those were going to be the weird cuts, so I just was frankly putting it off. So anyway, so that's where I am at. Hey again, I just wanted to show you real quick how easy this stuff is to cut. In this particular case, all I've done is just butt it up to the end to where it's going to stop. I've got it, the piece itself, turned around because this is the end I want to make sure to cut off. I keep doing that wrong, which is fine. Use them at the other end, but so I've just got my mark, and then with my knife and a straight edge, just drop it down, score it a couple times, and then it literally just pops right out, right? Pretty awesome, right? And so I wanted to show you, this one's a broken piece. So when I got down here to get to my gray water tank, the beauty of it is, even with that and needing to tweak it just a little bit, super easy. Literally just take it and it will shave off as you're working with it. So you can shave it. You can always wear gloves. Just be smart. But it'll shave off if you need to, and you can tweak it just a little bit more. So once again, super easy peasy stuff. Really like this stuff. And glad I went with it. Glad I walked into Lumber Liquidators that day. Anyway, so now that the piece is cut, we'll go in and drop it in. Butt up this end first. That's going to fit perfect. You'll have to lift it just a little to get it to angle, or to get it to catch. So I've got that piece in, drop down, and then kind of wiggle it to get tight. And then you just wedge it in there. I just kind of wiggle it just a little. There's probably, you know, a much more scientific way to do this. I don't know what it is, but anyway. And when it's locked and that seam is tight, it'll just drop straight down. And then you can just kind of wiggle it and make sure it's all in there nice and flat. So that's it. Like I said, crazy easy stuff to work with. So I've been, I'm glad I did it. Now my bathroom is, I don't have a black water tank in this bathroom because I'm going with a composting toilet, which is going to sit right in this area. This is going to be on my countertop and my sink. Shower's going to be over there. So I only needed to have one drain hole for my gray tank, and then the original setup on this model was all of the plumbing waste valves were inside, so there literally was just a hole in the bottom of the cabinet here, and I didn't want to have that. I try to, you know, let's keep as many critters out as we possibly can. So I've moved the waste valve, extended it out the back end, and it is out, sticks straight out underneath the bumper. And so I was able to close this in, which is also great because that is also going to be extra storage. But anyway, so that's the floor up until this point. I'll have a little video at the end to show you when it's finished, and that's it. Thank you. Well, as you can see, the floor is finished. I got some plumbing holes cut in. You see my access to my gray water tank for my sink, and then my freshwater tank hole there. But it's all good. Everything is in and nice and snug. I'm super excited about it. And so it's all looking good. Next step is going to be to get the the bench up here in the front, other than lighting and that kind of stuff, but get the bench put in up here in the front, the seating. I finally get my window in, yay. To get the seating in so that I can get everything wired. As you can see, everything's kind of hanging out of the wall there, so I just wanted to get it up off the floor. But that is where we are at the moment. Just wanted to thank you for checking in. Hope you've enjoyed the video so far, and if you would like to not miss any videos, just be sure to hit that little bell up there, the little notification, and it'll make sure it gets you those videos out. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you on the next video. Thank you very much. Bye.